You showed up a few weeks ago on my show acting like you owned the place. You insult me and my wife, and then cut every corner possible by creating your own title. Not to mention forcing Elias to compete with a random stipulation he wasn't prepared for. Well, I am sick of it. You want your match? You've got it. My legitimate, illustrious title versus your second-rate imaginary title. At Hell in a Cell, we're done playing make-believe because I'm going to show you what it's like to live in the real world.
Buzz has his match with The Miz, so what's Kurt Angle doing out here?
I'm glad you two are finally going to face off, one-on-one. That's right, Maurice, Elias, and the Miztourage will be banned from ringside. And since Buzz's title is on the line, the match will be held under his title stipulations, which means it will be a steel cage match.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Up next is the long-awaited championship match. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date versus The Miz.
This one's gonna be a classic.
Here we go. Buzz's title and the Intercontinental title are on the line tonight in a steel cage match at WWE Hell in a Cell.
Buzz has everything to gain and nothing to lose. His made-up title is absolutely meaningless.
If that's true, then why did Miz issue the challenge?
Because, like most of us, he was tired of Buzz's antics and thought this would shut him up for once and for all. Little did he know that thanks to our wonderful GM, he'd have to compete under Buzz's ridiculous rules.
Well, none of this would have happened if Miz hadn't weaseled his way out of an Intercontinental title defense. Nonetheless, that's all history, and certainly more history will be made tonight.
Guys, a loss here for the champion would be incredibly embarrassing, especially considering all the trash talking I'm told that's been going on behind the scenes. I don't want to reveal my sources, but let's just say there's been some pretty harsh words being tossed around.
I don't know who your sources are, Corey, but it wouldn't surprise me at all to learn that the champion has been a little cocky heading into this one.
And there's nothing wrong with that, Michael, especially considering just how dominant the champ has been of late. When you're that good, you have every right to bow your chest out a little bit.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Believe it or not, fellas,
the champion into the cover. And the champ kicks out.
Gonna take more than that.
Big flying forearm.
Not looking good for the champ here. Many see him as one of the greatest champions of this era. Tonight is his chance to prove it.
Hey, you and I both know he's double tough. He's not going to let something like this stop him from winning the steel cage match.
Corey, I think you're just trying to drum up controversy. I haven't heard any whispers about the champion having to defend against inferior competition.
Yeah, inferior competition? That's nuts. I'm willing to bet the champ started that rumor in an attempt to get into his opposition's head. Either that or Corey's just making stuff up, as you alluded to, Michael.
Look at this. He's making a statement here with this attack.
Walking around the city earlier today, guys, the only thing anybody was talking about was this title match. Everywhere I went, from the coffee shop to the bookstore, everybody was talking about this match.
Boom! The champ with reason to be concerned. His championship reign may very well be holding on by a thread.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
Byron, I have had a similar experience as you this morning. Nearly every person at the gym I went to was talking about this title match, and rightfully so. This is an absolute... He might have it.
Harsh impact. I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael. The Miz's chances just went from bad to worse.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Dodges that one. He's not going to like this.
Figure four leg lock. Nobody does it quite like him.
Let me...
Locked in. There is no coming back from that one.
Here we go. Buzz's title and the Intercontinental title are on the line tonight in a steel cage match at WWE Hell in a Cell.
Buzz has everything to gain and nothing to lose. His made-up title is absolutely meaningless.
If that's true, then why did Miz issue the challenge?
Because, like most of us, he was tired of Buzz's antics and thought this would shut him up for once and for all. Little did he know that thanks to our wonderful GM, he'd have to compete under Buzz's ridiculous rules.
Well, none of this would have happened if Miz hadn't weaseled his way out of an Intercontinental title defense. Nonetheless, that's all history, and certainly more history will be made tonight.
As we say in the trade, guys, the monitor area in the locker room is likely sold out for this one, as there are plenty of superstars with a vested interest in the outcome of this match.
It'll destroy your face.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Beautiful technique.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Ooh, what impact. Ooh. Ooh, nasty impact. Nailed it. Boom.
Oh, man, right across the chest. To Byron's point, there are several competitors. And a pin attempt.
Guys, in a title match like this one, on a stage as big as the one we're on now, you have to wonder how much nerves will become a factor. Oof!
Boom, what impact.
The champ's starting to sweat, but he's not appearing too worse for wear, at least not yet anyway.
You hate to think this way, but part of me thinks he might be over his head inside that steel cage.
You seem more motivated than ever heading into this match, which makes me think he still has plenty of fight left in him.
Circling back to your earlier point, Corey, you have to think nerves will play a big part in this match, which I think favors the champion, especially considering how many times the champ's been in big-time matches like this.
I'd agree the champ is used to the bright lights and bright stage. Dare I say, it's almost second nature at this point.
Oof!
And the slam!
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Boom!
I know anything is possible, but I just can't envision a new champ being crowned here tonight. The champ just comes into tonight with too much momentum. The elbow!
Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
Whoa! Oh, an elbow drop!
Oh, piercing elbow.
When this guy's on, look out. What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Now that's how you make a statement.
The Miz's chances just went from bad to worse.
Byron, I agree that the champ comes into tonight with a great deal of momentum, but like you said, anything can happen. We've seen champs get upset in the past. Who's to say it can't happen again here tonight?
Agreed. I don't think anybody expected Eddie Guerrero to defeat Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship back in 2004, but hey, it happened. And it's further proof that any superstar can beat any other superstar on any given night.
Nailed it. Ooh!
The champ starting to feel the pressure a bit. His hopes of winning this match appear to be dwindling in a hurry.
This cage really has gotten the best of him tonight so far. So much so that it makes me question if he even has what it takes to win this thing.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Incredible impact.
He can end it here. Beautiful technique.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Every time we come to Detroit, I can't help but think back to the night Hulk Hogan body slammed and defeated the legendary Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3.
Boom, what impact!
Harsh impact. Ooh, what impact. Oh, nasty impact.
At the end of this one, somebody will walk away with an embarrassment of riches while the other will be left empty-handed.
Ooh, what impact. Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
This might be it!
Oh, my.
Both of these superstars looking a little worse for wear right now.
Boom, what impact! Too quick for him there.
Given their performances tonight, it's too bad one of these superstars has to walk out of here on the losing end.
Yes! Unreal performance.
A lot of good action in that one. Here's another look.
He ain't messing around. Ain't nothing better than action like this.
You're looking at the first ever superstar to simultaneously hold the Intercontinental title and, for lack of a better term, the Buzz title.
Yeah, his carry-on bag just got a little bit heavier.
Yeah, if I were The Miz, this match would be under protest. It should have never taken place under these rules.
Well, it did, and now...
You did it. You finally shut up The Miz.
I don't know about